when you realize where you are and you just go, this is all it's ever going to be, what's the fucking point, dude? What really is the point?
I do think family helps with that. Have you seen this, Joseph?
What is that?
Japan has a new bar just for people thinking about quitting their jobs, and the drinks are for free.
What?
How do you prove you're thinking about quitting your job?
Right? Where does this come from?
I don't get it. Wait, Joe has a new bar just for people thinking. I don't know. You mean like...
Because it's a thing, right? People are stressed, obviously. It's like a very stressful place.
Quitting a job's a big thing out there because a lot of places won't let you. You know what's funny? Like, here it's like you quit. And then they're like, sure. And then, or like whatever. But you put in your 2 weeks. And then it's like, if someone tells you no, you're like, what do you mean no? Like, I'm fucking quitting.
Yeah.
A lot of companies there won't let you quit.
So how does that work?
Okay, so...
Is it like I'm trying to cancel my cable? And they're like, are you sure?
Probably, yeah.
So we'll do 50% off.
Work culture there is if a company loses too many employees, then people look at the company and go, something's going on where maybe it's not a good company.
You don't have your house in order.
Let's shop elsewhere.
Wow.
So it makes your company look bad. And then so for them, they're like, you know what? Why don't we just like try something else? And I've seen this too. I've worked for 2 Japanese companies, and there's a lot of like people that shouldn't be there. They just move them to a different department. They don't give up on people, but also like they expect a lot from people. So it's kind of a weird relation. Like I just don't get it. But that is a thing out there. They don't want you to quit. If you quit, it makes them look bad. So if you put in your 2 weeks, they're like, nah, they could refuse.
Wow.
And you could quit if you want. Yeah. But then it's really hard to get another job.
Because when people call about your resume, it's like, hey, you quit. That we don't like that.
Yeah, but over there, it doesn't look good when you hop too many companies. They see you as a disloyal bitch. So they're like, they like lifers. Yeah. So like, you know how out here, they're always poaching employees?
Headhunters exist for that.
And it's good for your career because every couple of years, you're probably going to get a higher salary, right? But over there, it's like, oh, if you're willing to do that, you're going to learn some secrets here and you're going to expose us to the next company. Because they do that shit too. They'll spy on.
Do they have what do you call it? Exclusivity? Fucking.
I'm sure, but that shit's easy to.
Non-compete?
Non-compete, thank you.
Non-competes or whatever. I'm sure, but they know how to.
So you can't get a job in the same field right after kind of deal, yeah.
Because we have that out here.
I'll give you an example of how like it works out there. So like companies are like your family, basically. So like my last name, Jitsukawa, is a fishing company. And then everyone that can trace that last name traces it back to the same company, whether they're blood relatives or not. It was like your family. So your last name became that, right? So people have more loyalty to the company than they do to like other shit. So like one of my bosses, he had a childhood friend that worked in a competing company and he fucked his ass over. And I was like, that's some disloyal ass shit, dude. But like, I guess it's common because once you join the company, that's like, hey man, it's like being a cop and a robber, right? That's like, hey, we could be friends from high school, but this is my gang now. Like, this is my thing. And then I'm just like, that's fucking crazy. So it's really hard for, I think, the American mind to comprehend like how much they are down for their company. Cause out here, we're like, more like, fuck off. Like, it's about me.
Yeah, we hop all the time. Yeah.
So like the CEOs out there, on the flip side, are not like here where like if the company's suffering, they get like a big bonus and then they get millions and run away. They don't do that. So like out there, like when there's a recession or whatever, the CEO of like Japan Airlines or whatever will rent out like some of the floors so they can make more money. He'll take a pay cut and then like he'll work with his staff and then like he'll reduce his office size. He'll reduce his own paycheck before he cuts people out of the company.
Better honor.
Yeah, but there's also optics. So if you don't do that, like so in Japan, like let's say if they acted like an American CEO and then they took hella money and then they did that, like their they work in solidarity out there where they're like, the rumor spreads and then they're like, we're not buying from this one.
Oh yeah.
And it's like overnight that company crashes because no one would spend with them anymore. So that's where the power is, I think, when it comes to what do you call it when it's like when there's accountability?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like over here, it's like it doesn't matter. Like a lot of companies can act like that because the citizens don't do nothing. Like we'll just still spend and say, oh well.
Right.
I don't know. I just think there's a little bit more. So for that, I'm just throwing the context of how, I guess,
How to frame it, how to frame this, yeah.
Quitting is such a big fucking deal.
Yeah, that's good framing for this, yeah.
So then you know the importance of it. But that is pretty funny.
I don't understand why the drinks are free just because you're thinking about quitting. Shouldn't they be free after you've quit?
I assume it's a gimmick to get people like to drink a couple and they have to pay it still, I assume. I don't think it's all free the whole time. Or maybe you pay a cover to get in.
I don't know. It could be like.
But do you think it's a total gimmick all the way through and through?
It might be a way for like, come over here and then talk to me about quitting your job. Here's a safe place to talk about it.
Has that climate changed at all? Because I know that's like the classic way. Is today's Japan exactly the same where nobody quits?
No, well, today's Japan is like Gen Z all across the world where they're opting out of society and not trying hard.
Oh, so there's just less people working?
The shit that we see with Gen Z here that's like, fuck it, I'm not going to get a job. I'm not going to do all this shit. Yeah. They're seeing too.
Wow.
But there is a phenomenon called like, well, basically, it's like overworking till death.
Yeah.
They work so many hours that they just drop dead at the workplace.
Why come nobody wants to be debt slaves no more?
That's a good question.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's another service that they have out there too where they help you. It's kind of like WITSEC where like you can basically just disappear.
Wow.
So like they'll start you off with a whole new identity, whole new life.
Wow.
And then you just abandon your workplace and your children and everything.
Oh, dang, your family too?
Yeah.
What the dang.
You could just disappear and then start fresh.
Get another shot at
What do they say? Like he went boating. You know how it goes.
Yeah, what you can pick your alibi.
Trying to catch a salmon, it was too fucking big.
They just set you up with a whole new life and then you just disappear.
Damn.
And it's not like you committed a crime or anything like that. It's just people that they're too pussy to quit their jobs.
So that's not illegal to do?
I'm sure it is. You got debt and shit to deal with. Yeah. I mean, running away from your family's not illegal here, right? But like not dealing with your bills and just bailing on all those things and having a new identity is.
But let's say that you don't have outstanding debt, right? You just like bail on your family. You get a new identity. Let's say that the government finds out after like a year that you're not, Joe Jitsukawa, you're actually someone else. Does that like, do you get charges for that? Are you like,
yeah, isn't that identity theft or fraud kind of?
Yeah, it would just be like fraud. Japan has that same thing.
I would assume so. It's pretty like similar in the way that they have laws.
It just seems so easy to find out people are doing that with today's social media.
Yeah, but they have fake ID. Like it's probably easy to fake your identity in Japan.
Oh, because they all look alike.
I just think it's a high trust society where they don't check your documents.
Oh, that's true. That'd be kind of weird, right?
No one has fake IDs and shit. Like you just say who you are and then they're like, okay. Yeah. So it's easy to get like fake documents, fake whatever. Yeah. And then just, cause I don't think it's a common thing. So yeah. But that's how much they want to leave their life.
That's how fucked they are, huh?
And then they're too pussy to like off themselves. That's what most guys do. They just off themselves.
You know what's crazy? Because like in Japan, the suicide rate's fucking insane. I wonder what the rate is of people that just couldn't go through with it.
Yeah, because they're the ones that'll buy that service.
God damn, dude.
Yeah.
Imagine if it's just everyone else. 100% of the country just wants to end it all. Dang, dude.
And the funniest thing to me right now is like the romanticization of Japan, where like everywhere you look, everyone's traveling there. Oh, it's heaven. It's perfect.
So well kept. It's so clean. Everyone's so respectful. Like all the ethics, all the morals are good.
Yeah, that's why everyone wants to fucking off themselves.
What the heck, dude? Same with Korea. Yeah. What's the deal with that?
Such a great country. Yeah.
Yet all the famine-stricken areas of the freaking Africa, they're multiplying like crazy.
And they're happy as fuck.
LA being dirty doesn't make people happier though.
Well, white people are not multiplying at a rate that's very good either.
That's true.
All these like, countries that everyone goes, oh, well, Scandinavia's like fucking perfect. And so is Japan. But like, they all aren't having kids and they're all disconnected. They don't have community. Meanwhile, you go to like fucking Thailand, everyone's dirt ass poor, but they're happy as fuck, dude.
They have like 5 kids.
Yeah.
Even just like Hispanics in Southgate.
Yeah. They just have parties all the time. I'm like, wait.
Raiders.
Raider Nation.
Raiders.
Doyers.
Doyers, brother.
Yeah, bro. They got a lot to be.
Repeat Doyers.
Yeah, maybe that's who they should really fucking study. Like, why are you guys so happy? Why are you guys in fucking City Terrace so happy?
Right?
Instead of like Scandinavia, Korea, and Japan.
Yeah. I'm in Southeast Asia. These kids were wearing a potato sack. Like, literally fucking a burlap potato sack. And I was like, you kids are having the time of your lives, dude. Well, meanwhile, you're in Japan, same age kid is studying his ass off, no fucking life.
And smoking cigarettes.
I know, right?
You know what the equivalent of this would be? They should make a Boyle Heights bar where the drinks are free for people thinking about getting a job.
Thinking about getting an employment?
I think I'm working.
No!
I think it's time to get back in there. That's sick.
That would be tight.
Dude, so I have an uncle. His name is Uncle Bob. Not the one who died of AIDS. I have another uncle named Uncle Bob through marriage, through Nikki. And he has one hand. So like he had his hand machined off of him when he was in a plant when he was a kid. Yeah, and
Clean, just a nub.
just a nub, just like at the wrist nub. So Uncle Bob is like kind of retired, but he is such a work guy that he just can't stay home and chill. And so Uncle Bob, he volunteers at the Angels basically and does security at the Angels. But like how much security can do is with a nub and like left hand. You know what I mean? Like, but to him, it's better than sitting at home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I just respect that kind of guy. Yeah. Who's like, I still want to get after it.
Yeah.
And like, I have every excuse in the world, but I just still want to do stuff.
Heck yeah, dude.
But you know what's weird about it too is like about like long life and like enjoying everything. In Japan, they're supposed to have a lot of centennials. Yeah. So people living till like 100-something, awesome life.
Oh, centenarians.
Yeah, but the contrast is crazy. So you have like hella people offing themselves and they don't want to live anymore. Yeah. And then you have these like people that are like 100-something and they're having a blast.
That does make sense though. It's like in countries where it's such a rigid line to the top, or the proverbial top, when you realize where you are and you just go, this is all it's ever gonna be, what's the fucking point, dude? What really is the point?
I do think family helps with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they've separated the shit out of the family pretty bad. It's like here, where like everyone's just working and no one's connected.
But then like that's the thing. It's like you have family, but you can't even enjoy that.
Yeah. Yeah, they go through life where, the dad's at work all day. Yep. And then now it's
there's no relationship with your kid.
Kids studying all day till 8 p.m. Right.
Yeah, the kid's probably just doing the junior version of you. Yeah. Just stressing in school, killing themselves if they fail the test. Mm-hmm. Dude, yeah, it's freaking whack.
I think I had such a big family growing up that I sort of appreciate that I get so little family time throughout the year now, because I appreciate it more. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like, because I live in Vegas, my dad lives in New York with my sister, my mom lives in San Diego. Yeah. My brother lives in Missouri. My other brother lives in fucking Seattle. So it's like when we all do get together, it's like that's tight. Whereas before I used to take it for granted like nonstop.
Yeah.
So I think there's something beautiful to like scarcity in a way.
And it's like when you take away the element of surprise and there's no more left and it's just you already know what tomorrow is and the next day and the next day. God damn, dude. Well, I'll fucking kill myself too.
No, for real. They realize they're just droids.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be a robot.
You're just on a track,
But the drinks are free. Let's go, boys.
Yeah, that's nothing to help suicide than being drunk.